Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I said in my last video that I had a fun video to share with you guys, so I changed shirt, but I'm doing the same video, no, same day. So yeah. And the video I was talking about is my organizing and decluttering my Colourpop palettes. So it's the pre-made palettes, and I got this idea from Sophia, and I will link her channel down below. She's a fellow Scandinavian and I love her videos, so you should really check her out. Tell her I sent you if you do, but you probably already know who she is. She does a lot of panels, eyeshadows, and project pans as well, so she's really fun to watch. So she did a video where she took two of her Colourpop palettes and decluttered some of the shades and then put all the shades that she wanted back in one palette. I have four of the pre-made palettes, so what I did was I wrote down the names on the back of each eyeshadow because I've missed having the opportunity to move them around and still knowing which shade is which. So I did that, and then I took them all out, and I'll show you like the process of me going from the four palettes to only three, and then you'll see which one I kind of got rid of the most shades out of and which of the like packaging I don't want to keep and all of that. So if you would like to see this, just keep on watching. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't already, and let's roll. So these are currently all of the Colourpop pre-made palettes that I own. I used to have the Princess Thing palette, but I gave that to a friend. So now I have the Becky G palette, Salvaje, and then I have the Dream Street palette by Kathleen Lights, Sweet Talk, and California Love. I have to admit, I bought California Love mainly because of the name, but I also do really like the color story. And then I remember really loving the color story of the Becky G palette. And I'm pretty sure I might have bought the Dream Street palette mainly because it was Kathleen Lights. And then the Sweet Talk was definitely because of the color story. But there are colors in all of these that I don't really love. And also, there are a lot of repeats. So you might already be able to tell, like, all palettes have a super dark brown, like this one, this one, this one, this one. And then these are also kind of similar. And from the same palette, like these two are super similar. And like, not, well, I don't know, these two are kind of similar. This one kind of, there are a lot of shades that are very, very similar, and the dark, like bluish green in both of these. We have like the light, like this type of shade in both the California Love and the Dream Street. I'm thinking the Dream Street palette is probably the one that I'm going to like remove the most shades from, and my plan is to only keep 3 of these. So I'm planning on decluttering 12 eyeshadows today. We'll see how that goes. But I know that I won't need to keep all these 4 palettes when so many of them are similar. So I'm gonna just start by removing the ones that I know I don't want to keep. And what I've done is I have the name under every single shade, like I said. So once I remove one, like this one is the first one to go. This is Vibra from the Salvaje palette. That one is just, it's too similar to the one in the Dream Street palette, and this one is slightly broken, so I'm going to keep the one in the Dream Street palette. And then when it comes to those really, really similar ones, like what this is Shooting Star, Caramello, the Bay. I think those are the 3 that are like really similar, and then there are some that are kind of similar but warmer. Let's just look at all of them actually, because these like mid-toned transition type shades, this one I feel like it's what is this? Gnarly from the California Love. That is a lot lighter, so I'm not going to include that. But all of these very similar ones. I'm just gonna have a look at these and not keep all of them, basically. Okay, so I'm struggling a little bit. These are the ones I'm pretty sure I'm going to get rid of, and then these are the ones I kind of want to keep, but I know I don't need all 3 of these, and probably not both of these, but I think I'm gonna keep them in the maybe over here, and then I'll see what else I get rid of first, just because I'm having a hard time deciding. And also, I will have 3 palettes, so I guess I could just split them into separate palettes. So yeah, that's my plan for now. The other thing that I know is that I don't really love the formula of this like really light nude shade, Luna from the Solvay palette, so that is going, which means I will definitely keep the Catch Me shade from this one. But I also know that the pressed glitters are not my favorite, so I'm definitely getting rid of the yellowy glitter from the Sweet Talk palette. And then I'm not really 100% sure about the other 2 because I really like the color of those. So I might keep both of the other pressed glitters, but we'll see what we can fit in. And then is there anything else that I know that I want to get rid of? I don't really know, but let's do the dark browns and have a look, because there are several dark browns in here. Like, I mean, this one is also, this is lighter though, and this is more red. And this one is also a little bit lighter. But like all of these are, you can really see those in this lighting. These are dark browns. I don't need all of these, so let's narrow it down. A couple of these, both of them from the California Love palette, has gold glitter in them. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. So I think I did pretty good here. I kept 4 and got rid of 4 because, like, how did I? These 2 are very similar. I like the Cafecito one more than the, what is this? Elfish one, because Elfish is a little more red tone than Cafecito, which is more like neutral. And then the dark brown Mission from the California Love palette has glitter in it. It is also kind of similar to Cafecito, so getting rid of that one. And then I decided to keep Malbec, which is one that I've been using so much because I had it in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And then I got rid of Feel Free from the Sweet Talk palette because they are just super similar, but the Malbec one is more pigmented. And then this glittery one, Highway 1, is a little, it's like unique. It's brown with like greenish, goldish glitter. And like this is the worst lighting ever. But yeah, you get the point. So I'm gonna keep that one. But then I'm also just going to keep Potion and get rid of Gold Rush, which also has glitter in it. And they are similar, except Potion is more pigmented and less glittery. So doing quite well so far. So far I have removed 9 eyeshadows, which means I only really need to get rid of 3 more to get down to 3 palettes, which I'm happy about. So I'm gonna do the other category that I feel like are some similar shades. So it's these like mid-tone, shimmery, reddish brown ones. Like these are insanely similar. I'm just gonna see if I want to keep all of these. I don't think so. Some of these are really similar. Some of them are like different, but they are all absolutely beautiful. I think that these two are the ones that are the most similar, and I really don't need to keep both. So I think I might keep I think I might keep Celosa and get rid of Stardust. Yes. But I do think I want to keep all of the rest of these, at least for now, and then we'll see. Wow, my desk is looking awful right now. We'll see if I get rid of anything else. Because I do really like all of these. They are gorgeous. Okay, let's just keep going. Is there anything else? Like this category of like slightly lighter ones. These are actually beautiful, both of them. Don't get rid of any of those. This one, the Corona shade, very fitting. I don't really use that one. It's just like a straight up gold. And I do think I like this gold from the California Love, which is Cruisin'. I like that one more. Yes, definitely. So I think actually we are leaving Corona for now. Yep. And then what else? I feel like this one is similar to a lot of these, but I do want to keep it. Like the reddish one from the Sylvie palette. And I can't really see anything else right now that I really want to get rid of. I'll try rearranging them and then we'll see what happens. So for the most part, I want to keep them in the spot that they are supposed to be in, but I will have to remove a few because I feel like I didn't get rid of as many from the Dream Street palette that I thought I would. So I do have a few shades that I need to pop in to the other palettes. So let's just try arranging this. I realize now that I actually kept most of the shades from the Dream Street palette, so I'm going to need to pop those into the other palettes. Let's just see where they fit in. So definitely the water bearer shade will go into the Becky G palette because it is the one that looks like the one that was in there before. And I also want to put the Mermaid Boy in here so that I get kind of like a little bit of blue in here. And then I think I want to put the light shade. This is Moony. I think I'm going to put that in here as well. And then in the place where Corona used to be, I don't really know which shade I want. I feel like I should do, like this is Potion, or one of the lighter shades, like Kaleidoscope. I feel like that one doesn't really fit in with the other palettes as much. And I think I want this. Is this too similar to this one? It is kind of similar. I think maybe I want to put this one in here. And then I definitely want to put Spark, which is the reddish one. I want to put that in the Sweet Talk palette. And then like this one, this is Shooting Star. It's similar to Gnarly and the Bay, so I don't want that in here. And it's also similar to Caramello, so it has to go in the Sweet Talk palette. Let's just put that in there. And I have a few shades left. I feel like these would go well in the California Love palette and the Sweet Talk palette. Maybe this one is kind of similar to this one, but I don't have anything as like cool tone as this, so I think this would look pretty good. Let's put that in here. And then I need to put this one in here, which means I do still, how is this possible? I still have room for both of my, am I missing a shade? I still have room for both of my glittery shades, so let's just pop them back in. So yeah, my camera stopped recording, but the last thing I did was actually just pop the glitters back in. So I just had to move one of these shades so that the Prima Drama, which is the glitter from the Dream Street palette, no, from the Sweet Talk palette that I wanted to keep, it's still in here. And the palette is actually, it looks fairly similar to what it did. It still has the exact same kind of color story, but I have one less of this type of shade. And then I have like the new shades in here are these two. Are those the only ones? No, these two and then this one. So these three are the new ones, and I feel like they fit perfectly in with the color story, and this is still a beautiful palette, I think. And then the California Love palette is also looking very similar, but there are a few new shades. So this one, I'm pretty sure, is a new one. And this one right here is a new one. Other than that, I don't think I got rid of, like, yeah, this one. So I got rid of most of the shades in here that were like dark brown with glitter, because those were just not my type of shades. But the color story in here is still similar, I think. Still has those warm tones, and also still has the pressed glitter in here, which I'm a little like iffy about. I don't know about that one, but it's in there. So, and then the Becky G and Salvaje palette is also looking very similar to what it used to. The only like big differences is I have, what are the big differences? It now has a shimmery blue type of shade. Did it used to have that? No. It now has a shimmery blue shade in here, and then it also has a more cool toned eyeshadow. Instead of Corona was like a bright like true gold, and I now have the Kaleidoscope shadow from the Dream Street palette in here instead, which kind of changes the palette a little bit because it now doesn't have that like warm gold throughout it. But so it's more of a, it has quite a few cool tones, but it also has like the reds, so it's still a really interesting palette, and I feel like it still has the same vibe that it used to. It's just a little bit different. And then I changed out the matte light shade to this one, which is shimmery, and yeah, still fairly similar. I really like it. And then all the shades that I decided to let go of, mostly matte shades. I kept them in this Dream Street palette because this is the only reason. The Dream Street palette is the one that is looking the most worn. It's the oldest palette out of all of them, and it's just not looking that cute anymore. So it's a little, it's like, it looks well loved, which is nice, I guess, but I like the packaging of the other ones better. So a lot of matte shades in here. I'll just quickly tell you the reason why I'm decluttering them. Shooting Star just does not have, no, I can't say Shooting Star because that's not what it is. I don't remember what it was. It was the light shade from the Salvaje palette, just not the best cream shade that I own. I have a lot of cream eyeshadows, and this just does not have the best formula. This is the one that it's actually in the right spot. It's Magical from Dream Street palette. I hit pan on this one. As I said in the videos where I hit pan on it, it has a lot of like white specks all throughout it, like pigment that's not really mixed in. No, that's the opposite way around. It's like eyeshadow that's not properly mixed with the pigment, I guess. So it's just not the best eyeshadow because of that, and also it's similar to a lot of other shades. This one is pretty much identical to one of the shades from the Sweet Talk palette. Yeah, like the yellowy tone. And then this one is also just very similar to a lot of the ones that I kept. This is just a pressed glitter that I do not like at all. This is the Corona shade, the gold one. I just didn't really use this one. It was not my favorite. And then this one was also just a dupe of one of the other ones, and this was the one that performed the worst. So got rid of that one, even though it's beautiful. And this is one of those with a little bit of glitter throughout it. Just didn't really love that. So it's a matte with glitter. It's from the California Love palette. Same with this one. Nope, this one has glitter in it, and I just don't love that. And then these two like darker browns, I just had other dark browns in the other palettes that perform better. This is not really even touched. It's from the Sweet Talk palette, but the one from the Salvaje, the Malbec shade, is just better. And then this one was just similar. And the same with this one. It was just very, very similar to the one from the Dream Street palette that I kept instead, which was like dark blue-ish green. So mainly the reason was just that they were super similar to other shades, and the other shade performed just slightly better, or they're just shades that I don't really reach for. But for the most part, I could get rid of 12 eyeshadows that were just duplicates. So if you buy a lot of Colourpop pre-made eyeshadow palettes, you will get a lot of repeat shades. So I hope you are aware of that, and I hope that maybe this inspires you to get rid of some eyeshadows, because I know that getting rid of 12 eyeshadows that are very similar to other things that I own, it's just stupid. And for the Pan Those Eyeshadows project, it would just be stupid of me to have so many similar shades. And every eyeshadow that I can declutter is like, I feel like that's better for hitting pan on as many eyeshadows as possible in my collection, so that I can get a pretty high like pan percentage, if you care about that sort of stuff. But I think it's a little fun to kind of pay attention to. So I am happy with the 3 palettes that I now have, and then this one will either go to a new home or I will just toss it. We'll see. I will talk to my friend about it. And yeah, these are going back into the drawer, and I'm excited to see if I feel like rearranging them more, because I kept most of the eyeshadows in their original place, or if I get like more inspired by having them like this. Hopefully, having gotten rid of the shades that I don't love, hopefully that will inspire me to use these a little more, because they are beautiful palettes, and the Colourpop formula is usually, at least, pretty good. So yeah, that is everything from me today, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will watch a few of my other videos, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Have a lovely day, and thank you for watching. Bye!